Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good morning, everybody. Today I would like to talk about ACI certification, but in a little bit more complex manner in the way that lots of people need to obtain ACI certification, but they find out that they need more than one. Because as you know, most courses and most education is levels. So ACI has multi-level certifications. So if somebody comes and says, I would like to become a special concrete construction inspector, and he's a civil engineer, and he can go through concrete construction special inspection exams, then I tell him that part of the requirement of the concrete special construction inspector is to also obtain field testing technician grade 1. Now he has two options here. One option is to, say I have to start with field testing technician grade 1, then I will go into concrete construction inspector. But I have ways with many engineers where I say, okay, since you want to become concrete construction inspector and the objective is not to obtain the ACI field testing technician, which is a lab certification, why don't you go directly to the concrete construction inspector, and after you pass that, the ACI will not give you the certificate until you take the other one. So also some other people I am recommending that, okay, study both together. Why do one and wait until you get the results of the first one to get the result, then take the second one? So it's possible for cases like this to discuss with me a combination of the two courses, like the special concrete construction inspector, which needs also field testing technician. Other engineers, they say, I want to become quality control manager. Now, quality control manager is a little more complicated because it requires 3 prior certifications, which is the field testing technician grade 1, plus strength testing technician, plus flat work technician, and then you can sit for the quality control manager certification. So here we'll talk about 4 different certifications. Once you plan what you want to reach, then you tell me I'm planning to reach this stage, so we will work on a way to make it least time consumable and best way to do it, and maybe also you can save money by studying some on your own, and I will help you to study others that I think, or we agree together that you will need. A third direction is that many people come and say, I am a lab manager and I would like to be a lab technician level 2. There's also a lab technician level 1. So I will tell him, okay, to become a lab technician level 1, you need 3 certifications. You need field testing technician, strength testing technician, aggregate testing technician level 1. Once you finish those 3, the ACI will give you a lab technician grade 1 or level 1. If you want to take lab technician level 2 or grade 2, then you still have to take 2 more exams, which is aggregate technician level 2 plus an exam for lab technician level 2. Notice I did not say there was an exam for lab technician level 1, because lab technician level 1 certification comes automatic with the 3 prior certifications, which is the field testing technician, strength testing technician, and aggregate testing technician. Now, many people get confused. Why do we have that many? We have that many because not everybody in the field or in the lab has the same responsibilities. There are people who are responsible for calibrating equipment. There are people who are responsible for checking that all the data is stored correctly and done in a correct way. And there are people who are doing the testing. So, for example, if you are preparing a specimen, then you need the field testing technician. Then you prepare a very good specimen. If you are putting the specimen under humid condition, waiting for 28 days, then you want to test the specimen. Here you need the strength testing technician information, because you may get totally different results if one, for example, does not treat the specimen correctly before the test, meaning the moisture level in the specimen, or if he, for example, is using the testing machine, the compression testing machine, at a very fast rate. You can get also results that are not accurate. Now, when we talk about the aggregate testing technician, then we're talking about a whole field, because the aggregate testing technician is somebody who has to understand the aggregates, understand the sieving, understands the moisture content in an aggregate, understands how to look at the aggregate shape. So you can see that nobody can cover everything in this field of the ACI certification. But planning is good, and instead of simply saying I want to be ACI certified, meaning I want to take the field testing technician grade 1, which is the first course, I would recommend all engineers who have experiences to look at the whole range of certifications and then decide what will be best for them and how to approach it. So we will work together on how to approach it and somehow try to minimize your expenses, because the exams are quite expensive. So we try to minimize your expenses, and maybe you will be studying some on your own. Thank you very much for